Remember how I wanted to do this YouTube channel stuff like in January and now it's March? It's okay though! We finally did it. We're finally here. Just not for the right reasons, but we're here. For the people who don't know me, my name is Rin. Like the Vocaloid. Oh my gosh! Or my name is Grim. Like the Grim Reaper! So like, I could start naming any excuse in the book and be like, yeah, this is why the videos are late. But low-key, I don't have excuse. I'm lazy. No joke. Like, there's no joke, punchline, or anything. I'm just lazy. And I'm honest. Anyways, back to the art video. So we're gonna talk about stuff. We're gonna talk about art stuff. Yay! Something I like to talk about. Something I enjoy. Because, yeah. So this is actually a character design video. Ooh, one of my OCs for my project, Lumi P. We'll talk about that in a second. I love character designing. So that's a fucking lie. I don't like character designing. It's so much work. It's so much effort. And I don't like putting work and effort. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard! Okay, but for seriousness, I do like character designing. I'm just very picky with my own designs, if that makes sense. Like, if I'm making a design for someone or like adoptable, right? That's fine. Because like, I don't have to put pressure on myself, you know? But when I'm designing something for myself, I'm putting a lot of pressure on myself for some reason. And I don't know why. But like, yeah. I guess in my head, I'm like, it needs to be good enough for me. But anything is good enough for me, technically, because I'm a simpleton. I really like simple things. But yeah. Okay, I should probably explain what Lumi Pre is. Lumi Pre is my OC project that I'm working on right now. It's my brain rot. Yay! I love brain rot! We love OC brain rot! Woo! 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 Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so Lumi Pre is a racing reality show. Wow. Racing reality? That's so cool, right? I don't know how that works in real life, but like, we're just gonna pretend. Oh yeah, it takes place in space, by the way. It's a spacing reality racing show. And, you know, there's a lot of casts and they're interacting. I just love reality TV. I love when privileged people start beefing with each other. Like, I feel like the king, and those are my jesters. Those are my clowns. I love it. I love reality shows so much. Oh yeah, Greek gods are a thing here. I'm not fucking around. Greek gods are a thing too. Like the 12 Olympians. They're like the sponsors. If you play Hades, you know what I'm talking about. It's kind of like that system where they give you like powers, but you're doing it with the racing team, so they're gonna sponsor you to race for them, if that makes sense. But like, yeah, so shout out to all my Percy Jackson kids. We're like halfway knowledgeable. We're like mostly knowledgeable, right? We're pretty good. Or like shout out to my Hades fans. Yeah, woo! We know Greek lore, kind of. So, the character I'm designing right now is based off Galatea. I swear to God, if you come after me for my pronunciation, this is Greek mythology. You can say it in the Greek way, or you can say Galatea. Galatea? Galatea. Like, they're both acceptable. We don't have to argue. You get what I'm trying to say though. Or you guys can comment so I can we can make people be aware of this video. You know. I don't care. Don't go for my DMs. I do not care. I do not care. Anyways, to get back online, this character is based off of Galatea. There's multiple Galateas in mythologies, but we're gonna like... I never said Lumi Pre is Greek mythology like accurate. It's inspired, not retelling. There's like a difference. Because a retelling is, you're retelling it in a different way. Like, think of it as a good example of a Greek mythology like retelling is Epic the Musical, because it's telling the story about the Odyssey. Lumi Pre is just inspired by Greek mythology. Like, we're just using the names, the characters, but it's like a different flavor, you know? It's a different spiciness, if that makes sense. What I'm basically trying to say is Lumi Pre is not accurate Greek mythology, retelling is not. It's just inspired by Greek mythology and uses it in a unique way. And compared to like Epic the Musical, which is a Greek retelling of the Odyssey, it's pretty much like, I wouldn't say one-to-one because, you know, Greek mythology is kind of weird, but like, it's pretty much like it's a legit retelling of the Odyssey. While Lumi Pre is not like any of those. It's not like a retelling. It's inspired by. I need to make that clear because like recently in like a lot of books that uses like Greek mythology, like retellings of Circe or like stuff like that, they are not retellings. They're just characters in a different perspective, and they kind of change it up to make it more. I don't know how to describe it. It's more inspired by the Greek mythology because it's not really a good retelling, because a retelling is like you're retelling it verbatim. But yeah, sorry, I need to rant about that because like there is a difference. It's just like most people do not understand or comprehend that, so I just want to make that clear. Lumi Pre is not a Greek retelling. It's inspired by Greek mythology. Inspired, I highlight that word, circle it twice so you guys understand. I keep like rambling, but like this character is inspired by Galatea. She is inspired by the woman becoming alive from the statue myth. She's also going to be inspired by other Galatea myths because I'm going to combine them into one person because they all share the same name, but they're just different people. And I think that's a little bit interesting. So she has the writer name. Her racer name is Galatea or Galatea. Whatever. I don't want to go on an argument, but yeah, that's her racer name. I think if it's obvious, she is magician theme right now, like a digital magician theme. I should probably explain that real quick. So her team is very digital theme. It's not very obvious, but it's kind of obvious with some members. Like I feel like Gidget is probably the best representation of the digital theme. It's not. The team themes are not really supposed to be like obvious. It's just very subtle and more like for me to play with. So Gidget and Mia's original inspirations. Gidget's original inspiration was a magician. Mia's original inspiration was an AI girl. They do not have this anymore. They do not have this. Mia and Gidget are they're not humans because they have animal features, but the best way I can describe this is mortals. They can die, like they can grow old, basically. But yeah, they're mortals, and I kind of want like a character that combines both of them because we don't really have that. Also, digital magician sounds kind of cool. Sounds kind of fun. So I was like, yeah, I want to do a digital magician for the 6 member. There's six people per team, by the way, and I want her main role to be like. In racing terms, she is called the spotter, if I remember. I believe that's the correct term, but do not check me. I don't know. I'm not a racer, if you couldn't tell. I'm just like a person making this up. But like, I believe they are called spotters because they're supposed to like spot racing, you know, make sure they're on track and need like racing awareness. The Lumi Pre term for this is seer. Or overseer, if I remember. No, it's seer or oracle. But I just say seer because it sounds cooler. And like, they're the seer. Whoa. But yeah, I wanted to do a digital magician theme. My friend suggested like webcore, so I have her first concept here. The first concept is not supposed to be the best concept, but like it gave me like a basic idea of what to do and what to improve on. It gave me a general idea of her color schemes, how I feel towards her, you know, like the vibes. But yeah, I'm looking at the original concept now. There's a lot of things that change, but like she mostly kind of looks similar. Like the top is mainly the same, just a little bit different. She doesn't have like the things back in the back of her skirt. We did keep her like arms and like her like legs, if that makes sense. So like you'll see like the finished design of her like in a couple minutes or seconds, depending on how long this video is. That is her like skin. That is like skin. It looks like gloves, but they're not gloves. It's like her skin. I thought that was a cool idea. Her hat kind of changed a bit, but like also it didn't. We just got rid of the cloud motif because I thought it was a little bit too much. And another thing is, I actually gave her short hair. I feel like a lot of people will be like, I kind of like the ponytail. It makes her silhouette unique, and I agree. It did make her silhouette very unique, but I also don't care. That sounds so mean. generally, Lumi Pre is just like a character project, like a OC thing. I don't really care about silhouettes. It's not a huge big deal in my opinion. It's a big deal for some people because they want to make their characters unique and separate. For me, my main thing with Lumi Pre is just like the colors and making sure they don't look similar in teams. I feel like I do want to change Galati's hair color, because she does have like a similar hair color with Kazuto, which is one of her teammates, and he also has silver gray hair. But I'm also like, in my friend group, we have like a bunch of brunettes in my friend group, and like I think that's fine, and we have like a bunch of blondes, so I think it's fine, but I might consider it maybe. Oh my gosh, I never told you her name. I just only told you her racer name. What we decided right now is just Alice, but like she has an AI dot last. So it's Alice, but like it's spelled a little bit differently because the reason why she got the Galatea racer thing is she is not a real girl. Well, she is a real girl, but like, you know, she's a AI app turned into like a real girl, and she's like, this kind of sucks. I don't like being mortal, aka, you know, human, aka, you know what I'm trying to say. You know, we're in space, there's aliens, like, yeah. She's just like, I don't like this. The human race kind of sucks. I have a conscience, and I feel bad. Everything sucks. People are dying. All your loved ones will die, and no one will remember you. This sucks. This is awful. Why do people live? That is, like, her thing right now. She's just like, you know, having like a midlife crisis. It's not really a midlife crisis if it's like your first life, so like she's having a crisis basically. So yeah, that is the idea of Alice. You know, she's basically a AI anime girl come to life, and she's having like a midlife crisis, or like a crisis somewhat, and she's like, man, the world kind of sucks and that's awful. I don't want to deal with this, so I'm gonna be a neat for a bit. I'm gonna be neat. I'd rather die alone than deal with the real life world. But she gets some friends because friendship, live, laugh, love, you know? Her story is still like working in progress, but like that's the basic idea of it. You know, AI girls having a crisis. She's like, chat, I think we should die because the world is so terrible. Here's the second concept of Alice. The reason why I'm like hesitating is because right now I'm looking to file her temporary name was actually Null, like the cool like encoding, you know, like Null. I think that's how you say it, Null. That was her temporary name, but we decided to change it. It's now Alice. At least I'm vibing with Alice so far because it's giving like Alice in Wonderland vibes, and she kind of looks like the Mad Hatter, but not really. She's just a girl with a big hat. she's just a girl with a big hat and big dreams, you know? Well, she doesn't have any dreams because, like, she's a pessimist. She's like, damn, the world sucks. Here are, like, some character inspirations and some stuff I use as inspiration while making her. I don't have, like, a lot. It's just mainly webcore. She does look like Farina from Genshin Impact in my opinion. I think it's because of her color scheme. I do have a Farina wall scroll next to my room, like inside my room. And I think I got inspired, and I love Farina. If you don't know, I love Farina, like top 5, top 3 Genshin characters. But yeah, those are like her character inspiration. She's like based off like 90s anime kind of. Well, not really 90s anime, more like the 2000s. I don't really have a lot to say right now because right now we're in the last speed paint, which is like her current one. This is like the one I recently drew. I don't know when I'll upload this, but I will upload this. She, you know, she looks a little bit different, but she has like some basic ideas that still went. Like, you know, I think what changed the most is her hairstyle at least, and her skirt. Her skirt is supposed to, oh yeah, her skirt in binary code is supposed to say magician, but I just suck, so if someone like misspells the binary code, Loki, I do not care. I might draw her again soon. I do want to draw her with her teammates, and I want to make like a lore video about them and her teammates. I want to make, so there's like 6 per team, and I want to make lore about like each team and each team member and what they do and how they met. But right now we're still like developing it, so I'm not really confident to say anything right now, but yeah. Hopefully I'm gonna start making more references and the T-pose thing, you know, like in, you know, T-pose, like the 3D modelers use, I'm gonna make more of those. They're mainly for me and, you know, our fight, because our fight is coming soon and I want to be more focused on Lumi Pre, because I think right now my art fight is filled with my other OCs, which I do love and care about them still. Like, I love my other OCs, like I'll never like sell them. But right now my brain rot is Lumi Pre because I am obsessed with it. I don't know why, you know, it's just like that OC brain rot. But yeah, that's basically it right now. I don't have a lot to say, so bye, and hopefully I will continue doing this type of stuff. I am so sorry for being sporadic. I made like multiple attempts doing like making this video, and I was like, I pretty much do succeed in like the vlog well style. I just do stutter a lot because that is how I am as a person. I also talk really fast, a lot of people would say. I think I do talk a little bit fast, but it's not because of like I'm nervous or anything. It is just how I talk, and I don't know if you noticed, I do talk a little bit funny sometimes, so my words sound a little bit peculiar. That's the nicest way I can say it. They do sound a little bit strange, or you might mishear what I'm saying. So I am gonna add like subtitles to help that. Hopefully that will defeat some misunderstandings or mishearings. But yeah, I guess this is finally goodbye. Hopefully I'll make more of this, and maybe we'll see if I'll make more character design content or maybe art content. You know, just that type of stuff. It's just, it's a lot of work. No one ever tells you how much it is to make YouTube videos, but like, yeah, it's a lot of work. But like, bye bye. See ya later. Have a very nice day.